sallallahu alayhi wasallam told us that Allah does not answer the dua that is coming from a heart that is ghafil, heedless, lahin, distracted. What does this mean? It means in order for your heart to be present with a dua, you must keep away from two things: heedlessness and distraction. Now what do these two things mean? If your dua is free of heedlessness and distraction, that means your heart is present as you're making a dua, and there is a high chance that this dua will be accepted and answered by Allah Azza wa Jal. So how do we avoid being heedless? Listen very carefully. What does it mean? So if you're making dua, oh Allah forgive me, but you're doubting, in your heart you're doubting, I doubt that's going to happen. How is Allah going to forgive me? If you're doing that, meaning you are heedless. As a result, that dua might not go through. Don't be heedless. That means when you make dua, you say Allahumma ghfirli, and you acknowledge Allah is great. Allah's mercy is vast, it's huge, it encompasses all things. وَرَحْمَتِي وَسِعَتْ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. Allah Azza wa Jal says, my mercy has encompassed all things. The way you bring your heart present in a dua is you need to acknowledge Allah's greatness when you make dua. And the second thing you need to keep away from when making dua, in order for your heart to be present, is lahin, distraction. What does distraction mean in dua? Distraction means that you say something, you do not know what it means, or you don't even know what this means. Then your heart is distracted when making dua. Therefore your heart is not present. So most likely it will not be answered. So in other words, to keep away from distraction when making dua, make dua that you understand and you know what you're asking Allah. If you don't know how to speak Arabic and make dua in the Arabic language, then make dua in your own language. Make a dua that you understand. Because when you're making dua, you understand. Now you are not being distracted in your dua. Your heart is present. As a result, bi'idhnillah, this dua will be accepted. Ask him in your own language. And it's permissible even in salat, even in your sujood. In ulama, rahimahumullah, they say, if you know how to make dua in Arabic, then you should only make dua in Arabic when in your salat, in your sujood. And if you don't know how to make dua in Arabic, then you can make it in your own language until you learn how to make dua in Arabic.